Denmark has approved the start of construction for what will become the longest tunnel of its kind, connecting it with Germany. Construction on the Danish side of the world's longest immersed tunnel is scheduled to begin on January 1st, 2021, Denmark's Ministry of Transport said in a statement on April 24th. The Femern Belt link will connect the Danish island of Lolland and Puttgarden, a village and ferry harbor on the island of Fehmarn in northern Germany. First, a 60-meter wide, 16-meter deep trench will be excavated from the floor of the Baltic Sea. Unlike other underwater tunnels, like the Channel Tunnel or Japan's Seikan Tunnel, the Femern Belt link will be made from precast tunnel sections immersed in a trench 35 meters beneath the surface of the Baltic Sea. 9 identical concrete segments will be joined to form a single tunnel section. The tunnel consists of 89 such sections. Each tunnel section will be more than 40 meters wide and up to 15 meters deep and weigh 73,000 tons. They will be cast in a factory on the Danish side and towed by tugboats to the immersion site. Immersion pontoons will be used to lower the tunnel sections down into the trench. The project is estimated to cost 52.6 billion Danish kroner, or $7.6 billion US, and will include an 18-kilometer electrified double-track railway and 4 motorway lanes. It will shorten the journey across the Femern Belt to 10 minutes by car or 7 minutes by train, compared to today's 45-minute ferry crossing. It is expected to open for traffic in mid-2029. Construction on the German side of the tunnel is not expected to start until 2022. Plans for the project were originally announced by the Danish government in 2015, with a completion date of mid-2024. Construction was most recently postponed 6 months because of the COVID-19 pandemic. If you're into megatunnels like this one, TomoNews has you covered. We made our first animation on the Femern Belt nearly 7 years ago to this day, on May of 2013. And if you think this extreme engineering project is impressive, check out these 6 megatunnels, including the world's longest railway tunnel and a tunnel large enough for massive ships to sail through it.
The Norwegian government is planning to spend $40 billion to improve the infrastructure of Norway. The Norwegian Public Roads Administration plans to create a coastal highway route that would run between Kristiansand and Trondheim. It currently takes 21 hours and 7 ferry crossings to travel between these two cities, according to NPR. CNN reports the new highway would include bridges as well as submerged floating tunnels that would connect different fjords. It is expected to cut travel time by half. The floating tunnels would be installed around 30 meters under the water, according to CNN. The tunnels would be anchored to the seabed or to pontoons, which would float on the surface of the water. This will help in stabilizing the structure. It will then function as an ordinary tunnel, allowing vehicles to drive from one end to the other. If Norway succeeds, this could be the world's first underwater floating tunnel. Norway is filled with thousands of beautiful fjords on its coastline. However, it doesn't make traveling across the country easy.
The world's longest and most expensive railway tunnel, the Gotthard Base Tunnel, opened on Wednesday. The Gotthard Base Tunnel originates in Østfeld in Switzerland's Uri Canton and ends in Valdio in the canton of Tessin. The tunnel sits 2.3 kilometers under the Alps, making it the deepest railway tunnel in the world. The tunnel uses a system of 2 one-way tracks, linked by emergency escape routes. The tunnel's vault was covered with concrete and waterproof material, which allow water in the Alps to flow down inside the walls. The water is channeled out through pipes beneath the railway tracks. Trains travel on an almost entirely flat track and are able to reach maximum speeds of 250 kilometers per hour. The tunnel will cut the train journey time between Zurich and Milan by 1 hour to just about 3 hours. The tunnel will also be used for freight trains. About 260 freight trains will be able to use the tunnel per day, up from the 180 maximum on the current route. It is also hoped that the tunnel will reduce alpine road traffic and consequently reduce CO2 emissions. The 57-kilometer tunnel is the world's longest, overtaking Japan's Seikan Tunnel and the Channel Tunnel between England and France. The Gotthard Base Tunnel took 17 years to complete. Regular service is expected to commence in December. Norway will spend $315 million on the world's first ship tunnel in a bid to improve maritime safety and cut journey times. The 1,700-meter-long tunnel will carve through the solid rock of the Stad Peninsula in western Norway, allowing ships weighing up to 16,000 tons to pass between two fjords. The tunnel will allow cargo vessels and passenger ships to navigate more safely through the Stadhavet Sea. The width between the tunnel walls is 36 meters. A traffic light system will be used to show when it's safe to pass. The team behind the tunnel expects that 5 ships per hour will be able to pass through it. Construction on the project will begin by 2019 at the earliest, with completion expected by 2023.
The first tunnel boring machine, or TBM, to be used for the Grand Paris Express has arrived. The Grand Paris Express project was announced in 2007 and is aimed at developing Greater Paris into a green metropolitan area. The machine will be more than 100 meters long and 10 meters in diameter. The TBM will be able to drill at a depth of 55 feet below the surface at a rate of 10 to 12 meters a day. It will be used to drill a 2.2-kilometer-long connecting tunnel between the Champigny operating center and the main tunnel from Line 15 south of Agen-sur-Marne. The Grand Paris Express plans to build new lines and open to the public in stages starting from 2022, in time for the 2024 Summer Olympics. The Express is expected to carry 2 million passengers a day and run automated trains every 2 to 3 minutes once it opens.
China is planning to build the world's longest undersea tunnel by 2026. Connecting the Chinese port city of Dalian with the city of Yantai, the world's longest undersea tunnel would be 123 kilometers long. Making it more than twice as long as the current record holder in Japan, linking Honshu and Hokkaido Islands. The project, consisting of 2 tunnels, both of them 10 meters in diameter, would allow trains traveling at 220 kilometers per hour to make the journey between the 2 cities in 40 minutes, and travelers to avoid a 1,400-kilometer drive or an 8-hour ferry ride. It is estimated that the project will cost about 220 billion yuan. Turkey has opened the Bosphorus Tunnel, a €3 billion underwater rail tunnel connecting the 2 continents spanned by Turkey. The tunnel, which took 9 years to build, runs beneath the Bosphorus Strait between the Asian and European sides of Istanbul. It's part of the 76-kilometer Marmaray underground metro that runs through the city. The tunnel is 60 meters below the seabed, setting a record for the world's deepest tunnel, and runs 13.6 kilometers long. The Turkish Republic celebrated the 90th anniversary of its founding with the opening of the tunnel.
For more news animations and explainers, hit the subscribe and bell button to join the TomoNews family. Thanks for watching.